Hello. So, as promised, I am releasing this YouTube video, and this one is all about self-forgiveness. Self-forgiveness is at the core of my practice as a horse trainer, as a partnership coach, and it very much relates to the human side, but also the horse side of what I do. Forgiving yourself for the mistakes you have made is essential to stepping into growth with your horse. As a child, innocent and soft, when I made a mistake with my horses, I didn't hold it against those in the room, my trainer, my horse, or myself. I'm grateful my early instructors and mentors were kind to me, albeit insistent that I try the exercise again. And so I did. I learned if I fell off the horse, I would get back up again. Not to dominate them, but to simply try. Again and again and again until something began to click. As I got older, I began to question how I was impacting my horse. I had different trainers now who were harsh, militaristic, and, quite frankly, unforgiving of human or horse error. Mistakes were failures they believed we were to stamp out, cover up, and plaster over, like they were never there in the first place. And mistakes were not treated as messages of where our work with the horse is to take us next. And as I went along with these trainers, a shift took place, subtle to the outside world, but massive to my internal world, what I was feeling and experiencing emotionally. If I fell, I did get back up again. But this time, regardless of the situation, the mental state or physical state of the horse, or even if I was okay. In order to feel in control, to feel stability, I learned to run. Even if it was running forward, I just needed to do something. Something would work someday. And as I ran, I learned in order to keep going in this way with these trainers and the barn, I must disconnect emotionally, not only to my horse's emotional experience, but my own as well. And as I saw my horses more and more as livestock, I treated myself as a robot, denying care, grace, and love to myself and to my horses. In the midst of the disconnect, we as humans make mistakes left and right because we are acting out of alignment with who we are and what we believe to be true. I call it a haze. Think of an orange, this is how I think about it, a light orange fog, which clouds your vision and surrounds you, and you almost feel like, as you move, you float through time and space. The longer I stayed in the haze, the more it felt like a prison. The walls tightening around me. I couldn't breathe. So for several years, as I'm learning today, it's normal, I hopped in and out of the haze, tiptoeing one step at a time, little baby steps outside of it, and my curiosity drew me to the edge of this haze, as it did when I was a child. I wanted to experience what was in the clearing, so to speak. And when I got overwhelmed with the information and the truth I was learning outside of the haze, I retreated back inside, until I became curious again. You see, stepping out of the haze was my greatest symbol of pain and freedom. The shame of the mistakes I had made inside of it, with my vision clouded, begged me to stay unaware and oblivious, rather than facing the truth of where I was at in that given time. And the haze served to numb me from that emotional pain. But the excitement of learning who I was and the anticipation of moving forward is what drew me to the clearing again and again. Until I am where I am today, a horse trainer, partnership coach. I did not get here by accident. My shame too, like many of us, held me back for years and years. But I refuse to let the shame win. And as I get to the end of this video and this story, if you will, I want to recognize one crucial aspect that I have not done yet. The why behind my getting back up again, even after failure. And it was the horses in my life. These incredible animals who showed up time and time again with openness and forgiveness, even when it hurt them deeply to do so. It literally did not matter how deep a hole I dug, how poorly I treated the horses, how inconsiderate I was to their experience in my pursuit to feel in control and to feel safe. The instant I acknowledged my mistakes and impact I had on the horse and tried something different, they were ready to go with me. Not without cautiousness or boundaries, but with the knowledge that they knew my heart. They believed in me even when I truly thought I was too far gone. And so my why for this journey to releasing myself from internalized shame and into learning empowered through self-forgiveness started as me wanting better for my horses, who showed up tirelessly for me. It spread over time like a cool spring wind to wanting better for myself too, and ultimately to want better for the horse world. Now, as a horse trainer and partnership coach, I want better for the partnerships that I serve, because no one needs or deserves to suffer in silence in the grasp of shame for years as I did. We can grow when we have support from trainers, coaches, horse friends, and horses who are in alignment with who we are, what we want to do, and how we want to do it. So, in conclusion, love yourself, love your horse, and enjoy the journey. Because self-forgiveness is what allows us, it opens doors for us to enjoy our lives, because we're no longer holding on to the shame and the regrets we have with past decisions we made with our horses. We're no longer chained down by that. We're actually free to be able to move forward and be bold and curious and brave and insightful and intuitive. All the things, all the ingredients that we need to be able to learn. So, this learning, it starts with you. It starts with you acknowledging where you're at, the truth, even the hard parts of the truth of where you're at, being brave to acknowledge and accept that, and gather support, whether it's from me as a trainer and coach, or those around you. Gather support with those who are aligned with your vision and with those who will be honest with you, just as your horse is. Because we need to be honest with ourselves in this process. We must own mistakes, but there is a massive difference between owning a mistake and allowing that mistake to define us. And simply trying again in a different way and believing we can and will do better as we know better is the exact ingredient that we need to move forward. Self-forgiveness is everything. And your horse is waiting at the other side of the door. They're going to be delighted to see you there when you meet them there. Because they've been ready this whole time for you to be open to them and to be open to yourself. Thank you so much for watching. And a little bit of shameless self-promotion here. I am a horse trainer, partnership coach. You already know that because you got to the end of this video. If you do want to learn more about my services, I encourage you to check out my website. I'm going to have that linked in the description below. And leave your thoughts below in a comment in this video. I love to hear what you guys think, and it really helps me to shape this content moving forward at the beginning of whatever Soft Touch Equine is going to become. Thank you.